Mike, how are you doing, sir?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I can't complain. We're waiting on my co-host HANIK, Milligan. He played with the San Diego Chargers, man. You
Okay.
remember him?
A name sound familiar.
He'll probably be on in maybe a couple minutes, but we'll get it all started with welcoming you on Sports Talk with us. And this is streaming live right now on YouTube. Uh,
Okay.
and Mr. Mike, how did you get involved with football as a kid?
Uh, just like every other kid, just playing around in the neighborhood, and football coach coming through the neighborhood and asked my mom, "Do I play football for any team?" And I didn't at the time, and that's how it all started.
I hear you, man. Who were some of your role models
Um,
as a kid?
my dad, my brother, and probably a lot of my coaches growing up. Never a celebrity or nobody outside of that, but my dad, my brother, and some of my coaches that I grew up with.
I hear you, man. So growing up in that Orlando, Florida area, did that influence your choice to go to Central Florida?
It did a little bit. At first, I committed to play at Ole Miss with Eli Manning, but it was the senior year, and I just didn't feel right about the decision after I did commit. So, like a few days later, I decommitted, and then when that happened, a lot of teams had already signed their guys. So UCF was still there, and I was just excited to stay home, and I wanted to play early. I wanted to play young, so that
I
made a
hear you,
lot. That
man.
made a big decision for me.
Definitely. So at that college, Central Florida, what were
Hmm.
some of your best memories as a football player and a student?
Man, UCF is like the biggest. I don't know if it's a hidden gem anymore, but back then when I was there, it was a hidden gem. We've always been probably top three, four, five biggest schools in the country, which I'm sure a lot of people don't know. And it has everything you're asking for, man. It's a huge school, has culture, it's fun, it's everything, man. It's not. I don't think it's a big secret anymore, but yeah, man, UCF was a great choice. I got to stay home. My family got to see me play almost every week. I got to play it early. I was young as a freshman, and I had a lot of success and had fun doing it. You know what I mean? Just hanging out. Teammates are great. A lot of guys from Florida, so I could relate to them. And
Definitely, man.
yeah, so it was great.
So going that transition to the NFL level with the Jacksonville Jaguars, how did you your feelings during draft night? What was those feelings that percolated in your mind
Um,
and in your soul, man?
Man, I was just happy to be in that position, man.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
don't reach that. Everybody don't reach that level. And I was just happy to be able to be in that position, not only for me but for my family. Man, that was a big moment because, that was like a generational curse I broke. So that alone was huge. And then, it was a long draft. It was the longest first round ever in NFL history draft. So it was a long day, but man, I made it. Got drafted third round. And it was a blessing, man. I was just happy.
Hey, for sure, man. Hey, Jacksonville, it's a good team, but it ebbs and flows, man. So with the Jaguars, how what was that moment that comes to your mind? A welcome to the NFL experience for you personally.
Um, Probably it didn't hit me till about year two. I was on IR my first year, dealing with some knee issues, and then my second year still had a little lingering effect of the issues. So my first 2 years were kind of rocky. I didn't really play that much just because of injuries. But then I played my first game. I started I think it was a Thursday night or Monday night football game against the Steelers, and it was just my final chance to get past the injuries and go out there and show what I could do because I know I could play. I had all the potential in the world. I just couldn't stay healthy. And I finally got out there. It was a Thursday night game, prime time versus Steelers, and I had like 107 yards. my first 100-yard game, my first, real chance, real time, real playing time, and I was successful. And I was just like that moment, like I'm here. All right, let's build off this.
Definitely, man. Hey, your quarterback, David Garrard, beast,
Mhm.
man.
Yes, David was a beast with his legs, with his arm. David did it all.
Definitely, man. Hey, what was the friendship with him? What was that like for you?
Oh, it was great. I mean, David's an awesome guy. I don't think I ever seen David mad, yell, argue, or anything. He just even killed. And that's what you need at that quarterback position. So David was the perfect person for that position. He handled it well. He kept us together. He stayed positive. It was never nothing negative. It was always on the same page for the most part. So me and David had a great relationship.
Definitely. Hey, we're joining in with the Birdman.
What up, Mike? What up, Mike?
What's going on, man? What's up
Been a
with you,
minute,
bro?
man.
Yeah, you been all right?
Yeah, man. You say, "Oh, Mike," I say, "What?" Oh, I say, "Yeah, I gotta get on."
Yeah, I had to get the face with it. Oh yeah, that's my
Yeah,
boy right there. That's my boy. Yeah,
Man, good to hear. Glad you're
man.
on, man. I say
Yeah,
I had to come on. I say when he told me, I said, oh yeah,
yeah.
I got to.
Definitely had to pull up on me. That's what's up,
Yeah,
man. Good to see you,
yeah.
bro.
Zach, my boy, man. That's my brother, man. Zach, my brother. But hey, Mike, yeah, man. I gotta give you my info too, man.
Yeah, you got to send it over to me after this.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
But Mike, like going life after football, the trials and tribulations of the whole process, how have you applied those things to your personal life?
I think football teaches you a lot outside of sports. It just teaches you how to be a man. You know what I mean? How to work. Be responsible, be punctual, because you got to be on time. It's a business. You know what I mean? So how do you carry yourself? You know what I mean? You got to be. You just got to teach you. It makes you. You don't have to be. It makes you, but you won't make it that long. So it was not an easy transition, but I was already prepared for whatever life has to come at me.
Hey, definitely, man. The NFL is it stands for not for long for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
Definitely. HANIK,
nah.
you have a question for him?
Yeah. No, being that like when you first hanged up the cleats, how was that first year? Like, how did it hit you, far as adjustments?
It didn't hit me the first year because after you've been playing and working out so long, you don't want to
Yeah,
do anything. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna not do anything. I earned the right to just wake up
yeah,
and nothing planned and sit on my couch, watch TV, go do whatever I wanted to, travel. You know what I mean? Like the first year it really didn't hit you because you still kind of decompressing from 15, 20 years of just straight waking up early, weights,
yeah,
practice, meetings. So it didn't hit me right away. Probably the second or third year, that's when it got old, right? Now
yeah.
okay, I need to do something with myself. All right, now what am I gonna do? I'm tired of going golfing. So let's figure this thing out now. I know I like to work with kids, so like, okay, the first I think for everybody is coaching. That'd probably be the first thing people say. All right, let's see if I can coach, and I did that, and I actually loved it. I did that for about the first 4 or 5 years after. And then I got kids too, so my boys
Yeah.
were playing sports, and I was missing a lot of their games and practices, and I was like, okay, well, I had to make a decision, so I took a step back from coaching, and to be there for my kids.
So once you stepped away from the coaching aspect of it, and you was like, okay, what next step did you take to say, well, did you go more towards football, or did you head towards a different alley?
I tried the entrepreneur thing. Didn't really see myself at the time waking up going to work for anybody.
Right.
So I wanted to own a couple businesses. I wasn't trying to hit a home run, so I started a couple companies. I started a photo booth company I have, which is the new thing. Everybody have the little 360 photo booths that you see at events and parties.
Okay.
So
That
that
stuff
does
is
well.
awesome, by the way. Have you seen
Yeah.
those, HANIK?
Huh?
Have you seen those things?
Nah, I'll be in the shell, man. I'm still
They do like a 360 revolution.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
wife,
man.
my wife would know about that. She's more, hip to
Right. So
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
so I
she'll
got on
definitely,
that. I got on that early.
she
I
definitely
had
would know what
seen
that
it.
is.
I seen it a while ago, and I was like, okay, that looks pretty cool. But instead of renting one, how about I just buy one? And that turned out pretty good. And just dibbing dabbing in a lot of other little stuff.
Definitely. So, Mike,
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
the odds of winning the offensive rookie of the year between Trevor Lawrence, and Mac Jones, who do you think's
Mm.
who do you think's going to win that? To be honest, this year,
Out of those two, I would
yeah.
probably go with, not just because I'm a Jacksonville guy, but I would probably go with Trevor. I feel like he has more weapons around him.
That's what I told him.
I don't know about all
I
that.
try to tell them all they
The offensive
is
line.
they need an offensive line, and they got to get it better.
Yeah, but I
better.
think
That's
the
all they
offensive
missing.
line will get better eventually.
Yeah,
That's week one. We're not gonna. Everybody know week one is just week one. Don't make it a big deal. The media is gonna make it bigger than what it is. It's just week one.
You can't compare Mac Jones to Trevor Lawrence.
Nah, you can't do that.
And there's no disrespect, but I'm telling you right now, it's not even close.
No,
The
it's
only
not even
reason why
close.
Mac Jones is getting any attention, I'm gonna give you two reasons. One, yeah, he won a national title, and two, Nick Saban and Belichick, them have a good relationship, so they kind of know what time it is. It's a buddy system. So
nah, Trevor's. I got lucky, and I coached high school in Atlanta for 4 years at Westlake High School, and we played Trevor Lawrence twice, back to back. And I think the first year we had the best secondary in the country. And I've never seen a high school quarterback look like that in my life.
How many yards did he put up against you
Probably-
guys?
I don't
like
even remember, but I'm telling you, we probably had, if not the best defense in the state, for sure the best secondary in the state. We had AJ Terrell, who was a first round pick. He went to Clemson with Trevor. We had Trey Person. He went to Michigan State. Chris Bacon plays for Georgia State. Miles Sims is at Georgia Tech. We had the best secondary in the country. And Trevor Lawrence ate us up.
Oh, shit.
But the coaching wise, though, that's the key right there.
I mean, coaching is coaching. I mean, who's going to say, I don't even know who's the head coach for Houston Texans is, but who's say he's better than Urban? I mean, it's game one. Let's not just jump off the cliff on week one. Trevor has some weapons around him. Chenault, Marvin Jones Jr., he got a good back. They just got to put it together. Carlos Hyde. They got to put it together, and they will. It's going to take a couple weeks, but they'll get it together.
What do you think? For all the audience that's watching this, what do you think their record's going to be? I don't think they'll get past 9 wins, to be honest with you.
Nah, I mean, they ain't gonna be bad as everybody think they're gonna be.
They won't be nowhere near like last year though. They don't got no defense. I can see at least 8 wins, maybe 8 and 9, and 9 and 8, somewhere around there. But that's good for a first year coach. Like you ain't going nobody's, and you got a Trevor Lawrence, maybe 21 years old. You got a 21-year-old quarterback and a first year NFL coach.
I like Nick Saban. Not Nick Saban, but
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer, excuse me, from
Urban's
Florida.
had a lot of success in college, but I'm gonna tell you, it's a whole different beast in NFL.
For sure. Hey, it's a learning process. So
right, you're just not playing. You're not playing William and Mary one week. You're playing pros every week. You know what I mean? And you can get beat every Sunday. It's any given Sunday. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. What Mac Jones had at Alabama, he don't have that in New England. He's gonna dink and dunk, but they're not in Alabama when he dinked and dunked. They could take it to the house at any given time. In the NFL, that's not gonna fly.
Right. I think what hurts not only just Alabama quarterbacks, a lot of these SEC quarterbacks, especially when you have some of the best receivers in the country and they always wide ass open when you're throwing on the ball, excuse my language. It's not going to be like that in the NFL. You got to make almost perfect throws almost every play. You got to be perfect timing. You get Alabama quarterbacks and they're throwing to every receiver run 4.2. Every receiver is a 5-star. You don't have that luxury in the NFL. They're not wide open every play. You're not gonna get him on a shallow crossing. He's gonna take it for 60. That's just not gonna happen.
For sure. And that's why Mac Jones, the IQ is there. I think
Yes, but it's a timing there. It's an arm strength there. It's just more than just how smart you are. I could be smart and still can't play that game.
I'm trying to explain to Zach. He got to get out of that New England bias of his.
Yes,
I keep trying to explain to him.
And let's be honest here, though. Is it really Belichick or was it Brady?
It takes more than just one player to win a title, man.
You're right. And New England's always had a great defense.
Exactly.
It complements the offense.
Yeah,
the defense, don't
defense,
get me wrong. The defense won the last couple Super Bowls for them.
No question.
Yeah.
But when Brady, you still need look. That's when you saw the difference when Brady did his part. Brady not gonna lose the game for you.
No, but you can see the difference now. Look at not only just last week. Look at the last year. Is it Belichick? Is it Belichick's fault now?
Hey, for Bill Belichick, he had guys opt out for the COVID stuff too.
Hey, you just told me it ain't one player that's gonna win you a championship.
So he had a bunch of no-namers on defense.
No-namers, you got probably the top two best corners in the country.
First of all,
that's one player.
First of all, look at all. Okay, I got a question for you, Zach. Did you look at all the defenses they had before?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so
can name off a whole bunch of guys.
How many names were on those defenses at all? Look, just tell me from all the years. They had one or two that anybody outside knowing football would know.
Yeah, then Bill Belichick makes these no-namers marquee guys.
Okay, on defense.
Look at Edelman. Look at Julian Edelman. Receiver Mike knows exactly who that is. Julian Edelman, 7th round draft pick.
Look at Wes Welker.
Undrafted from Texas Tech.
Did you not see Wes Welker in college?
Yeah, from Texas Tech.
Did you see him? You seen him in Miami before he went to New England.
You seen him in Miami? Look, I saw him when he was in San Diego, and when they cut him, it was the big. The man was killing it. They still can't recover from that. I saw him first close in person. He was there with me in training camp. I saw dude the real deal.
Yeah,
for sure. Out of the slot.
Real deal.
Amendola's the same way.
Branch was good.
Yeah.
I played with when he was in Louisville. So a lot of these guys, look, man. A lot of these guys is very
under the radar.
Yeah, and the names, it just is. New England has its own weird philosophy type thing. So
that comes straight from the top too.
They're not gonna.
You giving Belichick too much credit, man. You can't give him all the credit, and then when shit go bad, say he has some no-namers out there. But you're telling me he just made a lot of no-namers famous. So you got to pick a side. I don't think it's Belichick. I think it's Brady.
Did you not see that he had about 10 head coaches on his staff?
Yeah, and all of them barely has done anything in the league too. That's the thing.
But let me explain something to you.
He must be a New England fan.
That's why that's what he is. That's why
he has to be. He has to be.
But that's why I try to tell him when he comparing Matt, he talking about Mac Jones to
he's a fan because he's a fan. He's not
crazy, bro.
He's a fan. He's a fan. He's already on one side of the spectrum already. So it's not going to be a realistic argument.
Let's take it steps back and look at the whole apples and oranges to the whole situation. Trevor doesn't have an offensive line. Mac Jones, mac and cheese, has an offensive line that's halfway decent. It's probably top 10, to be honest with you. That's where it's won in the trenches. So
yeah, but what about who's he throwing the ball to? Who's making plays for you?
You brought in 2 at least top 10 tight ends and Jonnu Smith, the separation guy from the Titans.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but who said he's top 10 though?
He's not a top 10 tight end.
I know.
You're gonna look great when you got Derrick Henry running down your throat.
And you had Delaney Walker on the other side too. Like
Delaney Walker is another sleeper.
Come on now.
You don't like Hunter Henry?
I like Hunter Henry. He did well in San Diego.
He's up there too.
He just stayed hurt.
Okay, so since you have all this stuff, what happened last week?
We
lost to
fumbled
Tua
4 times.
Yeah, and
Tua part of football.
But I don't understand. Tua throw the ball 5 yards a play.
They should. New England should have won that game if they wouldn't have fumbled in the red zone.
Hey,
let's be honest.
I can say the same thing about Minnesota fumbling in overtime on a drive. They should have won that game. It's football.
For sure, ball security. You guys know this. They preach that in practice every 100%. Single day.
Yeah. But that ain't the reason why I lost though. Not one fumble in the red zone.
They were right there for a field goal. Oh. They would have won that game if they wouldn't have turned the ball over.
It's New England though. It's versus Miami. It shouldn't be close, right?
Hey, it's always close with a divisional rival.
It's never been close when Brady was on the field. Never.
It usually is with a divisional rival. They know you're in and outs.
Zach, look. Let me explain. Let me explain something to you, man. You just like Tua. Look at Tua.
Damn, y'all can't see me.
No. I'm sorry. There you go. Beast.
Look, man. Look at Tua.
Hey, they're already wanting to get rid of him.
The kid can't throw.
Well, you're screwing his confidence trying to trade him already. Dang.
The nigga throw 5 yards like I don't know.
I ain't even watched the game, so I can't even. Yeah. I can't.
I don't watch. I do the red zone, and I play fantasy football, so that's why I be watching this stuff. And I don't do nothing else really. And I just like the last probably like four years maybe, if that is when I just started watching football like that. So I don't watch football like that, but I told myself I got into the fantasy, and I watch red zone, so I'm not sitting there watching the game.
I watch red zone too. I watch red zone.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
I don't have I do the NFL Network, but that's when it get closer to the season. And then basketball, I do so I don't entertain, but you gotta have he tried to compare Mac Jones to Justin Herbert too.
No way.
I wasn't comparing those guys.
You brought them up in the same category. You in the same conversation. Like Lawrence, bruh. This and look, Mike, this is what I told about Trevor. Trevor has been prepared since high school.
Since ninth grade.
Yeah, so when every level he's able to adjust because of now you look at Clemson, right? When he adjusted, but then NFL. See, NFL is different. The man still threw 300 yards, I think, and 3 touchdowns with no line, with no defense. They threw the ball like almost 60 times.
I just seen something crazy. He said that he just lost his first regular season game since ninth grade. Since ninth grade.
Yep. Since ninth. I'm on the phone. You don't hear me? What do you need?
But
what do you need?
You guys think he'll go over 4,000 yards this year?
No.
They're gonna run the ball, bro.
No. They got a good running back now. No,
he's not gonna run the ball.
Well, he already put up 300 some yards.
Because they were down by 20 some points.
They
were down. You got to throw the ball when you're down. They're not going to be down and desperate that much every week.
You never know.
I know.
If Trevor,
I know football.
They're gonna run the football, brother.
Yeah. You think if you think Trevor Lawrence throwing for 350 every week, you don't know football.
They got the running back. Oh, they load that receiver. I got Sanu. I don't know how to say his name, but he on my that little cat boy. They sleeping on him, boy. That boy.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah. So he ready.
No, they'll get it together.
I keep getting confused with him and when the dude is that the number 2 from Colorado?
Yes.
So who's the guy that went to Washington?
Washington. You talking about Terry McLaurin?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's Ohio State.
That's a dude from Ohio State.
Yeah. Who you talking about? Washington.
There's another dude from Colorado.
Oh, he played for Washington football team?
Nah, he played for Colorado.
By the way, when are they ever going to change that name?
I don't know. I would just keep it that way. I wouldn't even get a mascot.
Yeah, nobody.
Hey, saved your money.
Right.
So what's the prediction against Denver then? They're playing Washington? Denver this week. Yeah. Jags.
They're gonna lose, but hey,
they're gonna lose.
Jags. I mean, no, I keep like even my boys and I keep telling them, and Denver got a defense, boy.
Denver got a D. They got a D.
And they loaded that receiver.
Yeah. They lost Judy.
No,
Judy out.
Judy not even better than Sutton, boy. Do you not see Sutton hurt his ACL? Did you not see him?
Who?
Sutton.
Court
Sutton. Yeah.
Watch. Remember before the year.
It's another kid. It's another dude been making plays. Tim Patrick. Yeah, Tim Patrick been balling. Yeah, he's been playing. He's been making plays.
Fans good for them too.
They just Bridgewater. Look, with the Saints, they ain't trust none of it because Winston is him and Sean Payton went back to Florida State and spoke to the film. They spoke to what's the dude name? Jimbo Fisher. They implicated that offense that he ran at Florida State. Did you notice in Florida State he didn't throw a lot of picks like that? And when he went to Bruce Arians them is, I'm gonna throw the ball out. You see what they tried to do with Brady at first? That shit wasn't working, and then he went back to Brady way, throwing the ball 100 downfield and all that. So,
I just think they did Drew Lock pretty dirty.
Do Jacksonville play in Jacksonville?
I think they're playing there.
I can see them winning that though. I don't think Denver is as strong as we're giving them credit for now. They got Von Miller.
The problem is
that D line is so good. You got Chubb and Vaughn.
Ain't no line. I'm saying they Denver defense is good, bro. They secondary, they D line is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They got the corner from Alabama too.
If Trevor Lawrence them had a line in the defense, it would have been a different matchup. But
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's not going to be lopsided. I don't think it'll be a close one.
They let the Texans do anything to them though.
They did though. I didn't like that. They did.
I was like, what is this?
And Texans offense.
Tyrod Taylor went off.
I'm happy for him though.
Hey, for sure. Hey, what happened last year with his punctured lung? That's crazy.
They've been sleeping on him for the longest.
That got to be the biggest lawsuit ever right there.
Hey, for sure. Hey, it got Herbert in the ball game, though.
My old team, they changed up. That LA name, man. I don't really like the stuff with the LA on it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I tell how you balling, boy.
Man, I had a couple good years, man. Had a few good ones. I couldn't stay healthy, man.
That's it. I tried to I said, man, they got hurt. That man was balling.
Yeah.
Hey, what was your favorite touchdown, Mike?
My favorite touchdown. Whoa. Probably
tricky question.
Probably versus Dallas, the Cowboys in the new stadium. I caught one in the back of the end zone, and then I ran to the star and threw up the little Roy. That's the year Roy Williams was throwing up the little Texas sign. So I caught a touchdown in Dallas.
You did the Terrell Owens, man.
I ran to the star. Of course, you got to run to the star, and I threw up the little Texas sign. I threw the little Roy Williams Texas sign. So I had that one planned for weeks. I couldn't wait to that game, and I was happy to get it done.
I hear you, man. Hey, HANIK, do you have another question for him?
Man, this how life, man, how everything going, man. You know, good to see you, bro. Like,
yeah, man, life is life, man. You know, you got your ups and downs. You have the good days, bad days. You just gotta keep going, man. You know, I got kids and all that stuff, taking care of the family, and it's all good, man. It's life.
We gotta get on here and do like set up another show, like
let's do it
with Zach, and we'll come up with something and chop it up about life experience and stuff like that. We'll do it right. Since it's you in the building, so hey, Zach can tell you he ain't never seen me more fired up, you know, like so, because it's like, you know, one of the bros, you know what I mean?
Right.
Some of the cats out, no disrespect, we're alumni, but it's a difference. It's a difference.
Yeah. When you know,
I love when I see my boys doing good, just healthy, alive and stuff, man.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Generations.
Hey, Mike, are you a Griffin fan? That linebacker that played with UCF.
Oh, those my little brothers, man. Yeah.
Hey, his story's crazy, man.
I worked at UCF when they were there also, so I have a different like type of relationship with those boys. So you know they respect me. They
you was there with that? You was there with him?
With who?
Hilton, the dude that hurt his knee, and he went to Florida State now.
Oh, Milton. Mackenzie Milton. Yeah. So I wasn't there when he got there. I had left with Shaquille's, the Griffins, not the one that played for Jacksonville. His last year, I was there coaching. I was quality control at UCF.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy because we gonna when we come back on, we're gonna see how different me and you out there like after football was. It's crazy because I haven't. You know, like Zach, you know, I've known Zach forever. You know,
I still have been a Patriot fan, so that's all that matters. Hey, consistency pays off.
That's the thing is, man, I would tell how Zach is, man. I'm like, that's a guy that I would love that right there. I love having the trenches with me as far as just life in general. Like, it's just, you know how we had to grind to go get what we need to go get on the field and bust our tail tight. But generally, you know what I mean, putting that 100% effort, man, that dude right there. I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't ever seen a young fella other than how I grow up and like this dude, you know, in these generations, man. Like personally, you know how our generation was.
It's definitely a different generation out here, man. They sensitive. They spoiled. They I don't know, man. It's different. They way different than we was.
For sure.
They got I
just want to do things different.
Right. They just want to go by. They want attention out here. You know what I mean? We just wanted to work and be we appreciate it for our work.
I'm learning a lot of these words from YouTube, man. Clout chasing.
Hey, some of the YouTube people, they like the Skip and Shannon show. There's like a channel on YouTube, like fish hunting, and it just they copyright all of that undisputed. And make money off of it.
But they be getting they get in trouble for that.
They still produce content.
Yeah, YouTube will take it down.
It's definitely an internet world now, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they call it, a stick. You know, look. I look online. Because this is how I started like the last couple months. Like really, because I go on there and do I get music. You know, you could go on there and do the music. Now you could get the music from there. You know, like YouTube whatever, and you have it to your little playlist. So that's how I went on there. And I just see this and this, and I started to looking. I'm like, I ain't Chicago killing like that, and rappers I ain't never heard of, and
it's
like,
crazy out here, man.
Heard a Little Baby last year ever, like seriously, I've heard the music, but I don't know these guys, man. I'm like to myself a lot, but it's like we played, bro, and we was out there already, so it's to me it's like man, when we was out there, we did a playing ball. We was out there it was 100, man. So the way they move, the way they do things, man,
it's different, man. It's different.
We had fun. Like it was totally. You ain't had to worry about getting shot up. We partied, we did whatever, all late night. You go LA, you go anywhere, man. Ain't nobody bother you, bro. Like that. Now it's like it's totally different, man. But you know,
HANIK, how's your cousin doing?
Sonic Creative.
Yeah,
he's doing good, man. He's elevating. You know, everybody. I let them, you know, check in and stuff. But you know, I'm way behind the scenes, man, with the stuff. So I just kind of support from a distance. You know what I mean, and just you know, trying to continue to get corrected, man. You know, like making life changes, man. I be on the thing, you know, because I'm fully committed to God, right? So I be on there, like, you know how you go on the YouTube and they be trolling. I be like, but it's like the way I deal with it is like, okay, I deal with the Lord 100. It's like 100, like being myself. You know, I look at stuff and, you know, how we present ourselves as leaders and stuff like that. But also I try to let people know that that's not a death sentence. It's about having morals. It's no different than if you had a religion or not. But the difference is, I promise you, man, I'm gonna say this, you know, because when I did that, I see like a whole different aspect on life. The way I feel, all that, bro. And it's what people mistake doing that is they feel like it's the end of the world. No, I'm telling you, it's even better.
Right.
Like Mike and how we are, the way we living. We not out there trying to be ratchet. We not out there trying to jump around and do all that. Yeah. That's when it's not appealing. When when your mind is on that, that's when fully committing to God it's lame or whatever they want to say, is when you're trying to do ratchet things and live ratchet. Dog, I learned that word too on YouTube. But seriously, and that's the one thing what hesitated me from doing a long time ago, because you gotta ask them how to so you can understand how to live. I'm myself, right? I'm myself. You know, I jam my music. I just don't listen to it with cursing. You know, because the kids will be in the car and those type of adjustments that you have to make one step at a time. I still go troll on the thing, but I watch what I say. I try to, you know, I'm new. I just committed to, you feel me?
Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm happy for you to hear that, man, because I know how we used to get down, man.
I don't drink no more.
Right, that's a whole nother world.
2 years, like a lot.
That's about awesome, over a year and a half.
Yeah, it's awesome, gonna be.
We done had some nights together. Like,
that's
you know,
why
we done been to some of the fellas' weekends. We done met in Miami a couple of times.
Yeah,
So he done made that change, man. That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you, bro.
Because it was like I literally last like April 26, 2020, man.
Mm-hmm.
But when I did that, bro, like I went to the program before, but when I went, I was like, I'm gonna go for these 30 days, but when I'm done, soon I went to the airport, I'm like,
Yeah.
Because my life was, you know what I
Did
mean?
you go to Pure?
No, I went to Eisenhower first, but then I went to Jacksonville. I went to Lakeview.
Okay.
That's why I went to for the third. Hey, that's what that place there, boy. It worked though, but it's
Right.
your phone. You can't. You got meetings all day. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's why I went, man, and I had to, man, to be that. You know, I'm the first person out of my brothers not to drink. No, you know, I'm the only
Man,
one that
that's
don't.
awesome, man. That's awesome,
Yeah,
man. That's
I
good,
never
man.
smoked. Yeah, I
I
never
love to hear
smoked.
that.
Yeah,
That's
so
Mike, I'll tell you a story, man. HANIK, we were supposed to hit up at the Pro Bowl. Got this man a plane ticket, and didn't they toss you out of the plane for drinking? I think that was the thing, and
yeah.
disappointing.
Hey, man, I know HANIK used to get it in, man.
man, that's twice. Cause I think one time I went on a plane, mother said something to my daughter, bro. Like, said it was, I got heated, boy. But see, that's the thing, man. Like, I calmed down so much because it was like at the right time, COVID was there. That's what made me started like, oh boy,
Yeah.
shit that. Because all I drank was beer. Look, it started from I'm having a few beers watching the game too. It didn't matter what was going down. That's
Right.
when I knew oh shit. So
Yeah.
but man, I've never felt better.
That's awesome.
It's like, I mean, because I want to take it to let these young cats, man, and others, whoever could be inspired by it, because you know the way the world is now, man, is nothing better than having God in part of your life, and also having a clear mind. And you know, is nothing wrong with drinking or smoke or anything. My only advice to anyone would be, don't let it take over you. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
That's because I didn't, the way I'm built is like, I'm gonna go hard or I don't go. That's how I knew to play ball, give it all my efforts as a friend, as a father, husband, whatever. I'm gonna give you 100. So I knew I couldn't sit there and be like, I'm gonna go halfway with it. So
right. You got to go all in. Right.
But that's what helped me be successful. Anything you do, you use your strengths to be successful. I can't do what you do. I can't go out there and hey, go put me receiver and bar. Nah, I had to do special teams to eat. I took my effort and I took that Pro Bowl and all that. See, Mike was a beast, man. That guy right there was legit. You feel me? So I'm being real, like a real football. Like that dude he was one of them guys. Like you know what time it was with him. So
for sure.
You know,
I'm gonna leave the audience on one last question.
Appreciate
Top 5 receivers in the NFL right now. Mike, you got the floor, man.
Yeah,
Top
Mike,
5 receivers.
I'm going D-Hop. I'm going Devontae Adams. Ooh, I'm going Julio. I'm going. I'm going Antonio Brown. And then I'm probably gonna go.
You don't like Mike Evans?
He's right on my line, right? That's my that might have been my because they both on the same team, but I like Mike Evans a lot. I'll probably go Mike with number 5.
Yeah, just injuries are starting to pile up on him.
Yeah, but Mike had Mike first 6 seasons or 7 seasons went for 1,000 yards. That's
7 straight.
7 straight. First 7 straight. That's crazy.
This is 8th year. He had 1,000 yards.
First 7 straight. That's crazy.
For sure.
He's getting double teamed every time.
Before last
AB
year,
was the same way.
Huh?
Yeah.
AB was the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know how to use AB. You got to put them at the X and
They moving
the
them
Y.
around.
With the
They don't keep
Steelers,
him
he
at
was
the
a
Y.
beast.
The Y got the best corners.
Yeah.
That's a
So
strong.
yeah, those are my 5: D Hop, Devontae,
Yeah.
Julio, AB, and Mike Evans.
Who do you got? Birdman.
Like you said, Hop, Adams, man.
What about Thomas from the Saints? That man's a
Nah,
beast.
He more tight end.
nah, he's a receiver, but
Tyreek Hill.
no, he's talking about
Hill.
He's talking about Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
I mean, he just catch a lot of quick, short balls and get a lot of targets.
Yeah,
he's a
Like,
beast, though. He broke Marvin Harrison's record.
Yeah, but when you get 20 targets a game, catching 5-yard balls, you're gonna do that.
Did you watch? Did you see what they do to Waller? What Raiders do? They throwing the ball 20-some times. You better have 10 catches. They throwing the ball to him every time. You better have 10 catches a week and getting 20 targets. What you gonna do with 7 targets? Yeah,
get 7 catches.
No, I'm saying
this dude getting like that's
I
high.
know.
Hey,
you can't have 13. You can't have 13 catches for 100 yards. Like that ain't explosive.
The reason why he got all those receptions was played with Breeze. That's about
exactly. Catching 5-yard slants and now routes. Like, come on, we got to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah. He's a good player. You got to give him his props.
No, he's a great player, but he wouldn't be in my top 5. No way.
Who's the players that missed the cut?
Calvin Ridley.
Really, from the Falcons?
Yeah,
I ain't finished yet. Look, I want Julio ain't in there no more.
I just have to. I can't put nobody in front of him right now. Even though he's slowly getting crossed off that list. You know what? I gotta keep him there because I gotta keep him because him and Tannehill has to work on the chemistry. So I got
AJ's a better player than him now.
AJ ready, boy.
AJ's creeping up in that top.
That boy is good.
He's coming around.
From the
He's
Titans.
coming around.
He's coming, but
he's coming around. He's coming around.
AJ good.
He's not there yet. I can't put him in front of nobody right now. Not in that list I just named. And look, I would
at least
gotta do
10.
it more than one season to be in my top 5.
I would throw Keenan Allen in there, but he's kind of in the same position of what's the name? But he's more like how Fitzgerald is. That's the type of
I think they're just
he's top 10. He's
they're
top
in the
10.
10 part. Yeah, I would after that.
What about Hilton?
Keenan Allen, you would go Stephon Diggs.
Really?
T.Y. Hilton.
He just like me.
T.Y. Hilton.
Look what I mean.
He's old, just like
even when he played, he wasn't
Keenan Allen.
He wasn't no top 10.
Yeah, after 5, I would go Keenan Allen. I would go Stephon Diggs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot
Diggs is a good player.
I would go Diggs. That's the second tier.
Hey, I forgot about Diggs.
Yeah, I would go Diggs, Keenan Allen. Those would be probably like 6 and 7.
What about Brandon Cook? Cook's another one.
Brandon Cook,
bro, he's in the 20s. Give him.
We're talking about top 10.
He's in the 20s.
I'm just throwing names out there. Come on.
Nah.
Hey, Mike, it's very. I'm not gonna front with you. It's hard. Other than the first names you said, I think everybody else is kind of floating around.
Yeah, everybody. Everybody.
If you legitimately want to, like, it's Julio,
Adams. Yeah.
So,
after that, it get a little shaky.
Yeah, it get a little shaky because it's like,
I still put AB up there.
Oh yeah. My bad. AB too.
Yeah, but once after 4, it's a toss up because I can Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, all those guys in the same.
Tyreek Hill has to be up there.
You right.
Tyreek Hill has to be up there.
You right. Now look. I apologize.
I
apologize. I'm sorry, because Tyreek like my favorite player ever.
Yeah,
Tyreek is if I was picking a football team right now, Tyreek be the first player I pick.
I got him and Travis Kelce on the team on each of my teams, and
I'm wrong because Tyreek is definitely top 5. I'll pick Tyreek before Julio.
Oh yeah. Now, yeah. You wouldn't have said that a couple years ago.
No, of course not. No, of course not.
Look, Julio had one down year because of them injuries. Have he won it?
Yeah.
No, look at Matt Ryan now since Julio been hurt. Look how he looks.
What's crazy to me is they still kept Matt instead of all those other guys. That's crazy.
Just look at what Kyle Pitts does with him.
Bro, how do you mess up Calvin Ridley, Julio, and Sanu in your receiver core? How do you mess that up?
Yeah,
they had Roddy White too.
When they had
Roddy White too,
and when he was in good, he was playing well.
Bro, do you understand that type of receiver room with Julio, Calvin Ridley, and Mohamed Sanu? How do you mess that up?
But what happened with Sanu when he left there?
He got hurt.
Not good, man.
The cat older.
He got hurt
from Rutgers. Come on.
When he got hurt, then you see the difference.
We should have never drafted or traded for him.
Should have never. Beast in Cincinnati. Are you crazy?
Any receiver,
with New England,
any receiver,
ankle injuries all day long.
Look at Chad Johnson.
That ain't got nothing to do with talent. They said he got hurt.
Look how Chad
Drop off.
went there.
Oh, you just mad because he went to New England and got hurt?
No, I was wanting the production out of him.
He got hurt.
You trade a second round pick for a guy you wanted some sort of catches with Tom Brady.
You can't control injuries, brother.
I understand this. That's the league.
I would have did the same trade.
100%. Sanu is great in Cincinnati and Atlanta.
I respect the man's talent, but your trade. Look at AB.
You act like they knew he was going to get hurt.
I never said that.
I keep trying to tell these cats. AB played half a season last year and still had 800 yards.
Look at the quarterback. Tom Brady's an animal.
The year before that,
all time,
100-something receptions. The year before that, bro. Before Tom, AB could go anywhere. I'm gonna get that eat.
It ain't got nothing to do with no quarterback.
Ain't got nothing to do with no quarterback. Trust that. That dude is really. Hey, you can say what you want about him.
I can't believe I missed Cheetah in that top 5. Cheetah's in my top 3. I can't believe I missed Cheetah. Cheetah in my top 3.
Hey, would you put Kelsey up there? He's basically a receiver.
My top 3 receivers is D-Hop, Devontae Adams, and Tyreek Hill. Those are the top 3 receivers in the game right now.
Facts.
Rightfully
and
so.
That's like you can't even argue that.
Can't deny it.
Yeah, there's no denying. That's not even an argument. After 3, then you have an argument.
Because Godwin coming up there too, boy.
Godwin's coming around.
Hey, injuries is piling up on him
boy,
also.
He fumbles, man. That boy be killing they butt, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Godwin nice.
But look at that guard. Tampa got the best receiving core.
No question.
Heck yeah. And they don't even play Scotty Miller either.
They got 3 Pro Bowlers starting.
And they got, what's the other dude's name? Number 18. He could play.
What's his name?
The cat we coming off the bench. He good too. Little fast cat. Him and Miller. The little sleeper.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Little punt returner, kick returner.
Yeah. Already now. They just can't get on the field. Got too much depth.
Got too much depth. That's a good problem.
Cameron Braid too. He'd be a star for someone else.
Yeah, he will. Him, OJ Howard too.
For sure.
OJ legit.
You can't hate on Gronk though.
Yeah,
man.
Tell him Mike Gronk is like one of them cats.
Boys are free.
That come from the hood that they come on. Mike, tell. I mean, he should know, but this cats that just come off the streets from the hood and go out there on that field and ball out.
Oh yeah, easily.
They got some cats that they just
just wake up and just go out there and just do it.
Josh Gordon is a perfect example.
Yep.
This dude help. Hey, look, No matter how many years he be out, he come back. That can't be. He come. Hey, you know he about to come back.
I know. He just got they about to reinstate him. Yeah.
I'm waiting on.
Where do you think he's going? To
Seattle.
Tampa?
Nah, well, he can't go to
Tampa?
Seattle. They too loaded now.
I wouldn't be surprised he go back to Seattle.
That's what they wanted him. Remember?
Yeah.
They too low. They too loaded though.
Yeah, they are.
I like Metcalf too. Metcalf has to be on top 10.
He's in that top 10. He's in that top 10.
Has to be. That rundown with Buda Baker when they played Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, his bloodline fast, man.
Yeah. It's in his DNA.
Another Metcalf somewhere. I don't know. I can't remember.
His dad is
the dad or the cousin or son, is another one too. Remember
Eric Metcalf, All of them. They
there's another one that playing, right? Ain't there one more playing somewhere in college? Or
I think so.
Guys, this concludes our show for today.
All right,
Mike,
man. HANIK,
I greatly appreciate you tuning in.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all boys, man.
Blessings.